Hi everyone, welcome back to Just Live Raw. Today's video lecture is going to be on emotional eating. This is in response to Marissa's post that she made a few days ago on how when she's stressed out she finds herself eating more. And I know all of us can relate to that in some way. I know definitely that I can. So I just wanted to cover a little bit about that and ways to avoid that, keep that from happening. So first, let's talk about what emotional eating is. Emotional eating is not just eating when you're upset or stressed out or anything like that. It's also eating for as a reward. Like if you did something good, you're going to reward yourself with a big piece of chocolate cake. That's also another abuse of food, and that's considered emotional eating as well. So we want to try to avoid doing these things by using food as a reward or using it as a crutch when we're upset and stuff like that. So what happens to us when we're stressed out is cortisol gets released into our bodies. Cortisol is going to make us crave those sweet, salty, fatty foods. So we want to not give in to those cravings, because what's going to happen is we're gonna end up overeating them, and we're gonna just completely indulge ourselves, and it's going to prevent us from either moving forward in our weight loss plans, or just in general it's unhealthy. The main thing we need to realize is that food is here for us to nurture our bodies and to make us healthy, and it's not here for emotional support. Um, so a lot of us, what happens is when we eat chocolate and all these really really good foods, it releases endorphins for us, since we do have neurotransmitters in our stomachs. So when these endorphins get released, we associate those happy feelings with eating the food. So we keep going back to that, and we're going to keep eating the chocolate and the cake and all of that stuff, because our body recognizes it as, oh, that's what's making me happy. So I'm gonna continue to eat those things. So we're going to crave it even more. So ways to deal with this are going to be, first, we can exercise. Exercising is a great endorphin release, and I know that when I'm stressed out, I like to go to the gym and I'll run. So usually I'll do it outside if it's during the summer, but now that it's getting colder out and winter's approaching, I'll go to the gym and run just for a half hour as hard as I can, and those endorphins get released, and sometimes I even start laughing, and I'm just there at the gym laughing on a treadmill. I probably look a little bit crazy, but I don't really care. It feels awesome. Another thing you can do is journaling. Writing down all your emotions of how you're feeling and all those kind of things out on paper, it really, really does help clear it out of your mind. Another thing that's a part of journaling, if you do something that I like to call emotional burning, if you're mad at a particular person, and that's what's making you stressed out and it's what's making you go to those cravings, write a letter to that person. Don't let anybody read it. Just write down exactly how you feel and everything out on that piece of paper. When you're done writing that letter, take that piece of paper outside and burn it. That's gonna completely take away these emotional feelings that you'll be having. You'll be very surprised at how cleansing it is. It's a really awesome thing to practice. You should definitely give it a try. Even if you just want to focus on what you're feeling at that moment, like I am feeling overwhelmed because, and write that out, everything that you're feeling on that piece of paper, and then outside and burn it. It's really an amazing therapeutic thing to do. Taking walks in nature is awesome. The color green is very, very calming to the human body, and it's just, that's what we were supposed to be living in, and not these cities, and all we see is cement and gray all the time. Just being around the color green is very, very therapeutic, and just going back to nature where we belong. Also, the animals that are found in nature can be very, very calming. Even dogs and our regular household pets, they're very, very calming. I know dogs are used a lot with elderly to help with their blood pressure and stuff like that, and it completely calms them down. So even I know I like to snuggle up with my dog when I'm stressed out, and that helps a lot. Um, Also, keep just the nutritious foods in the house. If you know that, like, Lay's potato chips is something that you binge on when you're upset, don't keep them in the house. Chances are, if you are upset or stressed out and you want to eat those chips, you're not going to leave your home, drive to the store, get those chips, and then come back, and then eat them. This is not going to happen. You're going to eat what's there. So if you keep healthy foods in the house, such as carrots, celery, stuff like that, that will fulfill those cravings. Carrots are sweet, celery's salty, and it also takes a very long time to chew them, and at the same time, they're healthy for us. So if you're chewing on that constantly, you're getting that jaw clenching action that actually helps with stress a lot. That's some part of the reason a lot of us grind our teeth it's a way to relieve stress. So doing stuff like that. And number one is definitely going to be to not skip meals. If you are going throughout the day skipping meals, you're not taking your lunch break, you're not doing stuff like that, we're going to be more likely to binge at the end of the night. So when you come home and you're already stressed out from work, and you're more prone to stress when you aren't getting the nutrients your body needs. So when you come home, you're going to be stressed out, and you're going to eat a ton of food at once because you're feeling upset and because you're hungry. So it's like a double whammy there, and it's something that we definitely want to stay away from doing. So those are just some things that we can do to stay away from the emotional eating. And if you guys have any questions on it, feel free to ask. I mean, this is something that even I struggle with at times, where I get overly upset about something, and that's the first thing I want to do is eat some nice homemade chocolate, I know I'll end up gorging in it, and I don't want to do that. It's just not healthy for your body to gorge in anything. So just going outside and walking, or even just sitting outside and breathing in the fresh air, it can be very relaxing, and it's something you just want to catch and do before you actually go and do the damage of consuming a ton of food, or a ton of bad food especially. Another thing that actually might help with the cravings is just simply water with lemon. That actually helps a lot. Drinking that throughout the day, or also those green smoothies, really help out a lot. So definitely you should make some of those. They will definitely help fight cravings and help with stress, definitely. Any questions, just post below, and I hope that answered some questions for you and everything. All right, until next time, learn it, live it, love it, just live raw.